of going in and out. So we'll see how this goes a little bit. The storm kind of has been kicking. My thing's been kind of spotty all day. Not gonna lie to you. All right, so we are live. We're gonna some people tune in. We get right into it. Man, this weather lately has been insane. From
I
snow
know.
to rain to thunderstorms to whatever dust storm that was with the rain. That was gross as hell.
I know, bro. I was in the middle of watching Captain America when that tornado, when we got that warning.
Oh, the one the other day.
Yeah, whole movie shut off.
Phew, touchdown. Yeah. Ooh. Jerby,
What up?
how's it going? Busy week so far.
Yeah, busy week, I would say. Weird ass weather, so we're gonna have snow tomorrow morning. Just get ready for that. So
More
other than
snow.
that, it's just another week, man. On to the grind.
Into the grind.
Ready to get into these games this past week and then to the games weekly coming up.
Definitely. All right, let me get to that then.
What's up, gang?
What's up,
What's up,
guys?
Mike? Welcome in. Welcome in. We're gonna go recap this past week, and then we'll talk about this upcoming games as well. As we know, there's some interesting games that kind of unfolded this past weekend. Let me pull those up. So let's talk about it. What?
Ricky said he's here for my hot takes. Nothing yet, Ricky. We haven't got into it.
And we're about to get into it right now. Well, we're gonna start off the morning with the Jokers versus Wild Boys. Jokers pulling that out 12-6, going 3-0 in the season. Um, Wild Boys could have capitalized on a couple plays, let it slip up, and Jokers pulled away with it. And Jokers are on top right now. That's straight up how it is. Someone's gonna take them down though. In Jeremy, we trust.
What's up, guys? Yeah, they had a close game there. I mean, Jokers, like I said before last week, they are definitely the hot team there in Rec, kind of the top dogs right now. And then Wild Boys put up a good game against them. Like you said, I'm gonna go back and watch that game myself, and just kind of look at what happened. But Wild Boys, they're really putting together some strong weeks. So this was a good showing for them against one of the top teams. We'll see what happens in the playoffs, obviously, down the line. But they just got to keep improving. They got to score more points than 6 points, obviously. And I think on the other side, Joker's too, right there, right? Joker's only scoring 13. That's kind of an eye opener as well.
12.
Actually, the past few games that they've had. So maybe the snow was the factor. Who knows? But
I wouldn't say that game was too bad though. That first game probably had one of the least amount of snows throughout the whole day.
Yeah, it was cold coming in. Who knows? We don't have the Jokers on here to talk about it, so I can't necessarily ask them. I thought Alex might have got on. He's 3-0.
He might have. I put it in the chat. He might pop on. Who knows? You never know who's
Kendrick,
gonna
maybe
pop
he'll
on.
come back on.
They did say they would
Him,
come
him
on.
and Kendrick was talking.
They said record hold priority, so
Yeah.
they might pop on. And then you got that 9 a.m. Rumples versus Grizzlies. Wait, I think that's Alex. Maybe. Hold on. Let's see. No, that's Kendrick.
Hey, Kendrick, what's up, man? Tell me what happened, bro. I kind of want to hear from first take. What happened in that game?
Is he there?
Gotta get
He changed his. Yeah, he had to fix the background.
nice, bro.
Well, we'll come back to him real quick while he's finishing getting that loaded. You had the Rumple Pigs versus Grizzlies. Rumple Pigs beat them 14-6. Snow had a huge factor in that game. So that was basically it. A couple plays here and there. Snow had a huge factor. But Kendrick, you there? We want to hear from you. Yeah, we can hear you. We want to hear you about your game against Wild Boys.
Yeah, what do you feel how that went?
And I mean, shoot, it was. I won't lie. It was like really. I don't know how to say it because I don't want to sound like no square, but the refs kind of screwed that game up quite a bit. I actually think they screwed it for Wild Boys too. Like we called timeouts. We yelling timeouts. We had one of our wrestlers on the sideline. He was off the Xanax or something, bro. He wasn't paying attention, and like everybody like stopped moving, but and Wild Boys hiked the ball, and like dude was just kept playing. Like the
Yeah.
receiver just ran by everyone. Like
I,
everyone heard timeout, so we all was about to walk towards the sideline, and they didn't like grant us the timeout, so
Did
they
you hear
got
the
six
whistle?
off of that. So you're right. So it is what it is. Play through is cool.
Right.
So
You was
I
learning that
went and
shit
had a
too.
conversation. Ref felt bad. Like, I was just like, look, bro, like he said,
I
he
mean,
can't
I
give
look
you
back at
it
it.
is what it is.
Yeah,
But
I look back at that, and we look back to the clip. It was pretty on par when it was coming on it, so it could have been either way. It looks like Alex jumped on as well. We'll get his two take on that too. But do you feel like the weather had a play factor in the game at all for you guys?
I think the idiom wasn't that bad. Like it didn't start snowing, so like I won't even like say the weather at that time because I feel like the snow and stuff started picking up like towards the second, like the 9 a.m. slates. So we kind of got fortunate being at 8 a.m. Like it was cold, but like once you got going, it wasn't that bad. Once the snow picked up, it was trash though. So we was able to get moving, and we kind of found our game. And really, at the end of the day, we just kept playing. Uh, it was 6-0 at half. Like like they was on our ass for sure. And then you know how football go. You just talk about it. We argue, talk about it, then we get back to it. And got the and our Lord and Savior Alex West right here, put together some drives, you know what I'm saying, and picked up the dub. So we ain't never worried.
On to the next, right? As they would say.
Yeah. On to the next.
Well, you guys got a couple games under your belt right now. So how do you feel, Alex, coming back off of that injury? How you feeling right now?
I feel good. I mean,
It just said Ti, son.
can you guys hear me? I'm on an iPad, so I don't know. All right.
Yeah.
I feel good. I mean, the cold affected like the way I played for sure. Cause like when it's cold, my knee was so like stiff and like we were really light. Like we were really light. We kind of knew what it was gonna be. Like Wild Boys is a good team. They're not a bad team. They got people that could play. Like they've been in the game a long time, so they kind of know how to like combat things that a lot of the rec teams don't. So you can't really just come out in the spread and like just kind of run all over them because they kind of know what to do. But ultimately, like I just came out. I was throwing ducks the whole first half, and then the second half, I actually started throwing the ball to the playmakers, and we scored. I mean, the first touchdown they got, again, broken coverage. They got to like the 2, and then like we're calling timeout on the sideline. The ref didn't hear it, and we stopped, and they scored. So like part of that's on us. Most of it's on us that they scored because they shouldn't have got to the 2, and then also we shouldn't have stopped until the whistle was blown. So that's something that we kind of took away from that. But we're gonna be good. Like I'm not really worried about it. Like we're gonna play well. Like it's really up to me just getting the ball. I got the receivers this year. We literally are stacked. So like, but there's teams that could play against us if we don't come and play. I mean, they could pull one away on us, but ultimately, like the team that we have is just super stacked. So, but the Wild Boys is a good team. But I think the next time we play them, it's gonna be a better game for us.
Hey, fun. Hey, let them know the fact though, because like low key, the last time that boy Alex took an L with the Jokers.
Yeah, no, the last time I watched playing quarterback was like over a year ago. Was it fall? Was it like fall with the Outlaws? Yeah, it was with the Outlaw team, which was like a year and a half ago to Wild Boys, like the second or fourth game of the season in double overtime. Other than that, I haven't lost a game when I played quarterback. I was either hurt or I wasn't there.
Now, do you guys feel like, so as you see, as we're a couple weeks into the season, you guys, of course, at the 3-0 spot, going undefeated. Right now, the only other team that could potentially do that is Spartans, who we actually have on here with us today. They got a doubleheader coming up this weekend. Do you feel like it's going to come down to you guys and Spartans, or do you feel like you might have to, it's going to be a tough battle through that second seed and down?
I don't
There's
care.
no shot that they go undefeated.
Dog, I'm gonna say I don't give no fucks what they talk about under the one, bro. It ain't that shit.
Like
Damn,
honestly,
bro.
like I think caught look. I honestly believe that caught licking is the best. Is like probably the second best team behind us. Like when I watch the games, like caught looking is the only team that I think that actually. And I'm surprised I'm saying this because I've talked so much shit about them, but like they're the only team that I think having a Jeremy on that team like helps them because they were so lost and now they have some of that somebody who's played for a long time at a high level. So like. But no, I'm sorry. A-Town Spartans, like I like Gooch is my guy, but
You don't think we can go undefeated, Alex?
Well,
absolutely
Alex,
not. Well,
you just brought up
Nigga,
something here,
not
right?
with your ass at QB, nigga.
No.
What the fuck?
Alex just brought up something here, right? So
What the
if
fuck?
Spartans go undefeated this weekend, right, their next game won't be until they see the Jokers on the 6th, which means that
That would be their
Joker-
first loss then. Because
so the Jokers have to play caught looking, then Spartans, then caught looking. So you're saying the caught looking is one of the hardest teams you're going to play as. So you're probably hitting your hardest stretch, quote unquote, per your terms right now of your season. Would you say?
No, well, not really. Not because of A-Town. Like, because like, well, you got to think Venom's a pretty close game. Wild Boys beat caught looking, but I don't. It's hard to explain. I don't really consider that. Like when I watch that game, I don't think
it was a tough game.
I honestly don't think Wild Boys was that much better at all. Honestly, I think they got lucky in overtime and they scored. And
yeah,
like,
we should have scored before. We should have scored a couple times before then.
And that's just being real. Like, I mean, I'm not glazing or nothing, but like, call looking, they look good right now. I mean, if your brother learns how to step up in that pocket, hey, you guys are gonna be good, man. You be ready to strangle him out there.
Like, I will say
he's a work in progress, but you know what? I gotta say, he's got some talent on that team before I came here that just like I said, with a little bit of mix of some veteran leadership. It also
what's the little Cooper Cup name, bro? What's his name?
Nick is a dog, bro. That dude's a dog, but don't forget about Tyler.
I was gonna say Nick and Tyler.
Yeah, and Jamil's been having a great season on DB as well, and he plays both sides. But like I said,
you gotta make sure you say he
plays offense.
Too, bro.
He plays offense.
You say DB, you gotta say receiver too, bro. He gonna crash up.
We're trying to put it together. Like I said, they're a young team. He's got some players over there, but we see the talent that's around us as well, and you got to be prepared. I mean, every team like. Spartans, we're preparing for them. We're preparing for you guys. That's kind of the key of the game to kind of get better. And that's why I say I think Wild Boys are very good at preparing for other teams because we may say like I said, I'm not trying to be rude or something. That when you look at Wild Boys, you look at a team and you're like, all right, well, if as long as we catch the ball, we move down the field, we should be able to score on them. But they're pretty tricky, right? And that quarterback over there can get loose. And if you find sometimes they make some plays for him. So Wild Boys is a team that's been together for a long time, and you can't just pass them up. And I don't think any team in rec really you can take for granted, even though it's rec. So like I said, each week's going to be good. I can't wait to kind of see our games, and I really can't wait for playoffs.
Shit.
Dude, hold on. I gotta talk about LJ. You are killing me with this Midwest Glory Ducks shit that you keep talking about. So let me make this clear. So like, hold on. Can you guys hear me still?
Yeah.
Okay. Look, so the Glory Boys came in and they took a bunch of Jokers players. You had over 6, maybe even 7 Jokers players
from last year.
And then not only that, you had 4 TF players. There's a reason why you're not back in Northfield. You could not field that Glory Boys team in Northfield because all of those players play on different teams. If I go pull up your roster right now off of the MCCFL, all those teams, all those guys, would field 10 people, maybe. There's a reason you won a championship, and the players that you won the championship with didn't even return to the team. So what does that say about the leadership in the organization? I haven't won a championship, but they came back to the Jokers. That's all I'm going to say. And then the Ducks. I have one player from the Ducks on my team. That doesn't make them a Duck player. That doesn't make, like, if they return to me every season, that's a Jokers player. I don't really care, but like.
Well, I think that first Duck comment was about me, to be honest.
Who?
Yeah, because you played for the Ducks.
Yeah, I played on the Ducks last year.
And I think to be
no,
very
but
honest,
he said go Midwest. They always say Midwest Glory Ducks because they like we have all these different teams. Like, I'm just recruiting. Like, my bet, like, this is how flag is. You recruit off a different
Wait,
they
uh,
slide, and if they stay, they stay. I'm over. I probably have 20 returning players on my team. 20 returning players. Like, there no other rec team is doing that. Like, don't, like, you see these elite teams doing it because it's about the chemistry. I'm not stealing players from here. I take them, they come here, they like it. If they don't like it, they get the fuck out. Like, that's it. Like, I mean, I don't care. Like, and these teams are full of rentals. My team is not that, because these are going to be guys that we're building with. Like,
I think I get what you're saying, Alex. I think what you're saying is
they were his first.
respectfully, that with these teams that are not in this league and in other leagues, they're not necessarily the full potential teams, right? So if you say, if we're going into a tournament, right, and we put all the teams in a tournament, you put all the top teams, and then you start throwing in teams, you're saying that if we threw Glory Boys in there, they wouldn't look like Glory Boys because of the rentals that they have.
absolutely. Like, watch. I will be willing to put money on this Midwest July tournament or whatever. Put Glory Boys in there. We'll be in there as well. D3. I'd love to play them, bring them out, but they won't have enough guys because 4TF will be there, New Wave will be there. He'll get guys. Trell's a great recruiter. I'll give him that. He can recruit his ass off, but these are, like, if you go pull up that roster, it's all, you got New Wave guys. You got, like, these are not guys who are not gonna play with their main teams. But that's something that Jokers do. We get guys to come from their main teams, even down from an upper level, because they see the organization, they like how we run shit, and they see what we're building. That's the difference between the Jokers and a lot of these other teams. Like, whatever, win or lose this championship this season, we're gonna move up. Like, everybody is talking all of this shit. You try tearing your ACL, come back 10 months later, and then go play elite, and then you can come talk to me. But y'all, and a lot of the dudes talking haven't ran a team. Like, until you run a team and actually see how hard it is to win with a team, like, I don't want to hear nothing from you, like, because it's not as easy keeping the team together. That's the hardest part. That's why a lot of these teams can't keep winning, because they stay together, win a ship, they lose a couple games in nationals, boom, done.
And Alex, you had surgery last year, correct?
I had surgery on May 23rd, so it hasn't even been a full calendar year.
Yeah, so when we had that scrimmage in the winter, how many months out of surgery were you?
7 months.
Yeah, see, like, people want to talk all the shit they want to, but I mean, half the people couldn't do that. So I mean, respect
And
to you
shit,
for that.
I'm not even, like, it is what it is. And LJ, like, yeah, you wanted to move up and play the best of the best, but you literally were in rec 90 days ago or whatever, like 120 days ago. So like that's my thing. If Glory Boys was in rec right now or in comp, would you be playing with them or would you be playing with 4TF? I don't know. Me personally, you probably be playing with 4TF, but that's what I'm saying. Is, like, until you could consistently field the team, like, and that's why they went to that other league, and that's why they do that. Like, and I get it. Like, why would you could put a better product if you go in a different league, but it's just not your real. Like, when you get into a tournament with all, like you said, a tournament with all these other teams.
Yeah, I think we kind of.
It's a big question there.
I think that's like the biggest thing a lot of people actually ask all the time, right? You're talking about. I think it's one thing we even talked about throughout this off season as an organization. There's so many different opportunities for guys to play football these days. It's not a bad thing. It's just that you kind of got to figure out, prioritize a little bit which games mean
teams
a
are
little
teams
more.
are fluffed up sometimes with that.
But I feel like teams are starting to realize that, though,
Yeah.
as the season goes on.
Well, saying all this, the great thing is we have a tournament that's about to open up, that we're about to open up registration for in a little bit. So that's always good to see what kind of teams, and we might get that matchup sooner than later, which is really great that we talk about it here. And we could probably fill this whole podcast up with just talking about how, the difference of running a team and that kind of stuff. But let's move on with some of the scores that we had in some of these games, because we do have some exciting games coming up this week as well. So I do want to get onto those. I don't want to get lost in everything else because we can go on forever. And LJ, respectfully, you're a dog. You should be up in D1 anyway, so you're right where you need to be, and you prove that week in, week out. So right now, when we talk about this league, you're with 4TF. So
right, all right. So you're talking about that 10 a.m. game, BGs versus Reapers, 26-6. This game, the snow was rough. It was rough,
Yeah.
but VG's pulled it out, man. They put up the board. Reapers were a little bit lower in numbers. That weather played a huge factor in that game. And then you got the game after that, which was the Phantoms versus VG's, which was a hard fought game. Snow was still pretty heavy. You got 15-12 Phantoms, making Phantoms 2-1 and VG's 1-1. And then I think you then had the game of the matchup. A lot of people were kind of excited for, everyone's been seeing the clips. Shout out to Ricky and for him doing his thing out there with the media guy, with
Yo,
the
Ricky, you
weather.
the man, bro.
He got clips, man.
You the man.
The amount of content we're gonna have this season, the amount of stuff we're planning is great. But that game was an intense game, as you saw in that Dev catch to win the game. New Wave won 20-15. That was a hard fought game to the very end in that weather. It was like half good like weather, and then it got really bad, and then it let up. But I'll say that field held it with that snow. It was absorbing it. It was
Man,
not collecting
yeah.
it as bad. I will say that had a huge part, but it made it playable for us.
Yeah, it was coming down. Like I said, during that the first game, you said the VG's game, it started coming down really hard. It was, man, I gotta say, the snow, the pictures look great with the snow. It was awesome. It was cold as fuck out there. It was really hard to play. The guys that were out there, I think you saw in the 4TF game on that one play that RG scored, man, he could barely see the snow was coming and hitting him right in the face. So it was really cool, just the atmosphere out there for Chicago football. That was awesome to see. The elite teams came out and they balled. VG's come out and they're rolling right now. And they look good the first game against Reapers. Reapers were a little light, but they came out and they tried did everything they can to give them a game. But man, VG's didn't slow up. And then they had a great game against Phantoms. But Phantoms, like I said, they're coming off a loss too, so they wanted to get that win, and it was a good game. But that 4TF New Wave game was definitely the game of the week, man. I don't know who all saw that, who actually stayed to watch that game, but that was a great game. It always is. Let's not get that twisted. Every time those two teams go at it, they really go at it.
And if you guys want to know where the games are at, reach out to your captains. They have the link for those D1 games. Remember, all those games are private. They were streamed, but they are private. You'll send all the D3 ones on the channel Flag Live page. You'll see some 2v2, but all the D1 games will always be on that hidden channel. So if you're wondering where the games are at, message your captain.
Yeah. But so what game do you really guys want to get into? I don't know what game you guys saw. Did anybody see any of the games? Anybody here?
Wait, for the snow games?
Yeah, for snow games.
I mean, dude, I was watching a little bit of everything. I mean, it was kind of a lot going on.
Should I watch Seppi get active on the field?
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, we go back at Giuseppe played.
All right, no, I don't know what you're talking about. We're gonna talk about the next game.
Wait, what game was that? That was Rumble Pigs and who?
No, let's go back to this 4TF game and this New Wave game, because we talked about it last week. We can't just roll over it like it was nothing. It was the best game of the weekend. It was a tight game. Now, I don't know if it should have been that tight, but it was tighter. It was tighter than it should have been, 100%. It looked like one team's offense was able to move the ball when they wanted to move the ball. Made a couple little mistakes that they probably shouldn't have, and they gave 4TF a chance. 4TF's offense didn't look, other than that first drive, it didn't look really well gelled. It had a little bit of some issues, and then it is what it is. Defensive wise, like I said, obviously you can tell the difference there too if you can, tell with the offense. One side of that defense, even though it didn't get any sacks, it got a lot of pressure. Those balls were coming out without even having the guys in the right area. They were just trying to get out of his hand. That defense was all over the place, had a couple interceptions, and played well. Dez played a remarkable game at DB, made some great plays, and it paid off in the long run. The play of the game was that catch in the corner. Great concentration, great catch, got his feet in bounds, and it was the catch, probably going to be the catch of the year. So that game was awesome. I can't wait to see these two teams go at it when it's dry. It's going to be a fast-paced game, but man, New Wave is coming out and they're pumping their chest right now. They're the top dog. They beat Phantoms. They beat 4TF. They're on a roll, and it's not taking anything away from 4TF as well because 4TF is still a top dog. That was a close game. It could have gone either way at the end. After that catch, dude, that was crazy. That was a good fucking game. So, like I said, I can't wait to see where elite like every single season happens in the playoffs because that's where it really gets cooking.
No, I don't disagree at all. I think you pretty much hit it on the nail. I mean, you kind of had to be there to witness a lot of it, but I would say that it was all pistons were firing in weather conditions easily.
Yeah, I say catch a year week 2, which is crazy, but like I said, to top that, got to do some crazy shit. So,
I mean, yeah,
I'm here for it though. If we have a better catch than that, then this year is going great. So,
well, let's talk about the overtime win as well. Warriors versus Caught Looking. Warriors with the extra point OT win. Hi, Jeremy. You want to break that down for us a little bit, my guy?
I mean, what can I say? It's an OT win. Winning, you don't have everybody. We were a little shorthanded at first. We struggled a little bit to score. I think that's going to be kind of the progress that has to be built each week. We have to score. If we can just punch it in, then those OT wins are turned around in our favor. So, it was a good game. It was a battle. Warriors is a team that's been around for a little bit, so they got some players on there that can ball. Their defensive end was getting pressure all day, making Justin kind of step up and second think what he was going to do. And once you get a quarterback second guessing his throws, that's all you kind of need. So that game, he was not settled, and which is a change of the next game because in the next game he was settled and he moved the ball and we actually scored a couple times. So yeah, just one of those games. Like I said, we gotta score when we get a chance to. We gotta score, and then when we get in overtime, you gotta make a stop. So
This nigga is stupid, bro.
What?
Motherfuckers in these comments, bro.
Oh man, it never stops. It'll be throwing me off all the
They
time.
have been killing me, bro.
Well, Jeremy, you guys came back and you guys played a hard second game in that snow, 19-6 against Immortals, bringing you guys to 2-2 in this season. I know you're the only one on the show right now that kind of talk for Caught Looking. I definitely felt like after that overtime loss, you guys came back that second game and kind of like snapped into gear. The weather kind of was like not a factor at that point, and you guys were just like all head on shoulders, like we're winning this. Like I kind of felt you guys had that attitude that second game, in my opinion.
Yeah, like I said, it just when you lose in overtime for the second time because like it's back to back. If you think about it, weeks you kind of want to score after that. So yeah, we put it in gear and we started scoring in that second game. And like you said, the weather was so much clearer by then. It was a little bit nicer.
Yeah, it was kind of crazy how much it came in and then left like that.
Yeah. Wait, what time was y'all game?
They had the 1 and 2 o'clock.
1 and 2, yeah.
So by the 2 o'clock game, there was no snow.
Yeah.
It came in so heavy at some points. I mean, I was seeing stuff from other places around, and man, I was like, I couldn't believe how much it snowed so quickly, but kind of grateful at the same time because looking at the fields all over, Arlington Field held the best with that snow, and I think it kept it playable rather than more injury prone than anything, in my opinion.
Yeah, it did. Once it started warming up, I think when it stopped, I think it stopped snowing for maybe like 30 minutes. The field cleared.
Like it wasn't like holding snow like straight. It must be like a heater underneath that thing.
Hey, you promoting right now?
No, I'm just hyping our field.
Yeah.
I mean, we spent.
Hey, what they say? Always recruiting. Giuseppe's he's always promoting.
Hey, listen, man. If you want to play on surface, then you don't gotta worry about some hard ass slippery. We got the field.
You just casually just did a little commercial for Arlington Heights and shit.
Hey, we gotta do what you gotta do.
Oh,
Where we at? Let's
what
talk
is it?
about
Josh said it
next
should have
week.
been canceled. No, we don't cancel, bro. We
No,
don't cancel.
I saw a bunch of people. No one. We don't cancel for snow. This past weekend should have been canceled.
Josh says he wants to take it inside. He said he would have rather went to the dome, I think.
Well,
Shit, I was ready to forfeit.
Looking at
damn, you had one of the better weather games
I'm
too.
about to say we was Gucci.
Nah, bro, I was cold as hell, bro. I feel bad, not bad, but like I'm like, damn, they were playing in like snow for real. I'm like, shit, that's crazy, and it's sad. It sucks to see like the high level games being played in like that weather because I like to see them like really go at it. So like you only get to see those close games like once or twice a season. You know what I mean? So it sucks to see that shit like in that weather.
What are you gonna do? I don't really got an answer to that, but all right, let's go.
Reschedule it.
It's not as easy to reschedule the games as everyone thinks it is because we already had like a lot of accommodations as it is. Is why the schedule is the way it is. You know what
No,
I mean?
yeah, I get why you.
So like we push it back. Now we're pushing back into other stuff.
No, for sure, I get what you mean.
So, see, that's the shit. I don't. I know you're laughing at it too because I'm just like, what?
this nigga
Mark,
Sparks.
why aren't you getting on, bro?
This nigga Sparks is fucking stupid, bro. You gotta. It's so hard to ignore that ass, dog.
Dude,
That shit be
sometimes
silly.
you be reading and you read the comments and like your whole brain just gets you sidetracked. So you're like, "I for real right now." But let's talk about the next week's games. We'll get into Backyard Bullies versus Grizzlies at 8 a.m. Both teams looking for their first win. Who do you guys got?
What teams? I'm sorry, I didn't hear that.
Bullies, Backyard Bullies, and Grizzlies.
Oh shit. Back up.
Oh, I got bullies. Oh yeah, hands down.
Shit, I'm going Grizzlies, man.
Bro, I seen the center over there on Grizzlies right now. I think that motherfucker was wearing New Balances, not the cleats, bro. That motherfucker was.
So y'all niggas is killing me today, dog.
No, it ain't happening.
Who was wearing New Balance, bro?
Got
The
bullied,
center, dog.
dog.
Nah,
Hey, listen,
I don't know why it's Monday Night Raw. Screw
Hell,
off,
dog.
listen.
brother.
Hey, don't be bad. Hey, those be the lethal ones. Cause what you say? Nick ass used to pull up and say,
Listen, the Grizzlies. Look, Grizzlies have the rosters are locked, so they got. We'll see what happens. See if they got all these.
Don't
people.
forget, you got free agency pickup during this time. Rosters are not 100% locked. As long you
No,
can
it's
you
not
can
New
pick up
Balance
someone.
cleats, Chach. That's the problem. They weren't
What?
cleats. Bro,
All right. Well, we're gonna talk.
shoes.
We're gonna talk about
The
the 9
Reds
a.m.
were
game.
running.
I think this is going to be an interesting game to watch. I want to see Rumple Pigs versus 4TF.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good game.
Damn, the whole time I left a 15 on that graphic, no one said shit to me. Thanks, everyone.
I was gonna ask, but I figured you had your hands full.
I didn't realize I did that. My bad. But 4DF versus Rumple Pig, I think that's going to be a close game. I don't know. I feel like
Rumple did some
they held
recruiting,
their own.
man.
They held their own.
Yeah,
I mean, they got a little bit of carnage over there.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. 4TF's gonna beat them.
Yeah, I got 4TF by 15.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take 4TF. That ain't the question. I'm just
4TF by 15. I definitely got 4TF in this game. Rumple Pigs. This is one of those games again that they really wanted. They kind of want to stack up and see where they stack up. This is a game too. Both teams are in rec, so going down to nationals, this is a team that they would see down there. So it's not a bad idea to be playing this. So I definitely am going to be watching this game.
No, yeah, definitely.
Rumple Pigs the new quarterback. They do. Their quarterback has a big arm, but they need somebody. They should put that other guy at quarterback.
Yeah, because they have two. They have both of them playing down at nationals.
They got this like that tall quarterback, and then they got that
little short dude.
I think, and that other dude is so much better. The tall guy could throw really far, but it's the other dude so much better. But I like Phantoms beat them 18-0, so I'm pretty sure 4TF is going to handle them pretty well. Like, and Phantoms were pretty light that day too. When you go and look at
4TF's coming off a loss, and you know they want to win, so they're definitely going to be looking to get that score up there.
Yeah, and they also got a doubleheader, so they might have a lot of their guys because they got the 10 a.m. as well against 4TF versus Reapers. This is going to be I want to know what Reaper team shows up. That will determine the winner.
Yeah, this is a game that's
What's the weather supposed to be?
supposed to be cold. I know that.
Yeah, that's the part right there. Motherfuckers be scared to go outside.
I think I saw
Sunday,
37.
it's supposed to be like a high of 53 with rain.
Well, this is a game that nobody should be scared to come outside. 4TF is going to be there, obviously. Reapers, they need to show up. I really do. I think they need to show up. This is a game I think 4TF is going to want to win here because of kind of the Nationals, not necessarily ended in the way that they wanted to. So, and then Reapers coming out on top over there at Nationals. Statement game. Not really a big statement game, but I know they want to win. If Reapers come out on top here, man, there's going to be a lot of people looking at each other. So, yeah, I got 4TF in this. I think that they're going to pull it out. I think they're going to get both wins, but I expect a tough battle.
Okay. Anyone else has any input?
Yeah,
No.
I think it's going to be a close game. They're both really good. I mean, that quarterback is good on Reapers, but like you said, like they looked so light last week, like Reapers, like so if they bring out their team, but I think 4TF is going to pull it out. To be honest, pause.
All right. So then you're gonna have the next team. You're gonna have Reapers versus Heroes. Both teams looking for a first win as well. Reapers got that double header. I think Heroes can give Reapers a run for their money if Reapers show up what they showed up last week. But I think Reapers that's a statement game for Reapers as well, though. What do you think, Jeremy?
Yeah, you would think so. I mean, like I said, all these games, because they don't play nobody twice. So, the way that I look at it, if I was playing up in that division, is every game counts. Every game against your division counts. Okay. So last week's game that lost in division wise, that hurts. You get another one division wise, it's going to hurt a lot worse because there's only 5 teams. So you have to start looking that up when you start going into playoffs where you kind of seeded. I don't think any team is really worried about it, really, but it does make a difference when you're at the bottom seed and you got to fight a little bit harder to get to, the championship. You got one extra game that can make it break you in the tournament or in the championship. So yeah, it means something because either team wants another loss in a division. So
that's fair. And then you got Heroes versus Alphas.
Josh, I think that's what you're going to be hearing all year. The Chicago
they can't just win
as National Reapers, and that might be the hardest thing that they got to get over this year. This couple seasons is people kind of looking at them and saying, "Nah, this is fool's gold." But again, they got the hardware to show for it. So until you prove them otherwise, and until you got one to show for it, you could kind of expect whatever you want. Yeah, but you're not in
the same division. That's why.
Now you should be, but I'll keep that on.
But this Alphas Heroes game, I think this might be the D2 game of the week, in my opinion. I think it's going to be a very good game. I think it's going to be a close one. I think Alphas, though.
Who is it?
Heroes versus Alphas.
What time do they play?
They play at 12.
Oh, they'll be good. Heroes. If anything, but at 9 o'clock before, you don't know who's going to show up for Heroes, man. Them dudes are young bucks, man. They go out there, get drunk the night before. But Alphas, at 8 o'clock, they're going to be there, ready to go. 8 a.m., doesn't matter. But I got Heroes, man.
Oh, man. This is going to be a good game. Heroes put up a fight against 4TF, and they played them it was beautiful that day. But Alphas, I just think they have just more of a gel team. So I think Alphas will take this. Heroes kind of play this, like you were saying, who's going to show up this week, who's not going to show up this week till playoffs, which is kind of something they do. But yeah, I do have Alphas coming out on this because, like you said, they're going to be together. They're going to be there at the field. They're going to have everybody there and ready to go.
And that quarterback's good, man. Both of the quarterbacks are good. If Marcus had an O-line, like if you watch like the Hero, this dude is like running for his life. Like somebody's in his
and
face
making plays.
and he's throwing dots. Like I'm impressed with his play, man. Like when I watch him, I'm like, man, like he sits there, dudes in his face almost every time because nobody blocks. So and he hits it. I don't get it, but
And that Alpha's quarterback is sneaky.
yeah,
Sneaky fast. He'll get out and actually get some yardage. And he's a
there,
big dude.
man.
He ain't gonna go down. You can't just stand in front of him and take that. You're not going to. You kind of reach for those flags. And so yeah, I like the quarterbacks.
Yeah, so I think that, in my opinion, I think that's the game of the week. That's the game everyone should kind of watch out for. It's definitely going to be live, so make sure you tune in for that game on the Flag Live page. And then we're going to talk about that 1 o'clock game, the Mortals versus Spartans. Guys,
Why you laugh, gang? Why you laugh, gang?
let's talk about this because Spartans have something to do here. Alex and Ken are joking, but Spartans could be right there next to you.
I got Spartans.
Next to you guys right there.
Yeah, I got Spartans.
I'm taking Spartans. I'm only like, that's all I'm saying.
I
Like
like Spartans for sure, 100%.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, I've watched the Mortals play. They all new, man. They're not ready right now, and the Goose, their team play with some fire, bro. They want to. Goose got his people wanting to be there, and he been building that shit from the ground up. And I'll tell that every time.
I don't know where he's finding these dudes.
Dog, like he be having.
Hey,
I
Vasa.
just go to other teams, bro.
Bro, I ain't never seen some of these cats, but they be pulling up and they want to play, bro. So
Dude, I think one of them got a Spartans tattoo and all, bro. Like they are committed to the Spartans. Like
they got a dude that be wearing long johns every game, bro. Underneath his uniform, he get active, just hype.
Yeah, Spartans gonna
That's
win.
my
It's
boy,
just, the thing about Spartans is like
That's my best boy.
I just feel like they're just like Seppi, you keep saying like they might be like they're 2 or what are they 1-0, 2-0?
We're 1-0.
I don't know, but they can beat
Seppi,
3-0.
come on, man. They are 1-0 and they beat who did they beat?
They can beat 3-0 as of this weekend.
Come on,
Are they not going to match? Are they not going to match 3-0 if they beat two teams this weekend?
No, you are just hilarious.
Am I wrong?
You're worse than Ricky, man. Damn, you're like
Nah, Ricky be posting the shark with the wolf inside. Ricky's on a whole nother level.
All right. Hey, so unbiased take, all right? If we go 3-0, right, we all know that our toughest challenges will be the Jokers and the Wild Boys. We all know that. My whole entire team knows that.
Who's your next two games?
Get on them, bro. Hey.
It's Immortals, and then we have Venom. Jokers are our next game after those two.
I'll give y'all the Immortal win. I think that y'all gonna have to be on your P's and Q's if y'all trying to beat Venom. And I don't fuck with Venom, so I just think that they're a tough team, bro. Like they got some. They fully loaded over there. Got young athletes. They show up.
We made it look easy though. Like don't take it like we just
different.
Made it easy.
But I'm not saying. Look, I'm rooting for y'all because I would love to see Venom take that L. I just know that y'all got to be on y'all P's and Q's.
And at the end of the day,
you should say that. That's your team. You should. I'm just giving you my.
At the end of the day, our offense, our defense, we completely changed. We did a whole 360. Like we got rid of the dead weight. We made a new captain. Donnie's been doing what he needs to do on defense. And at the end of the day, it starts and finishes with me. As we all know, I mean, the game on offense sucked for all of us. We all saw that shit. So
that's crazy, Mark.
Bro. Yep, with the just new system we have, I mean, we'll get it working. First game, whatever you want to call it. But at the end of the day, there's no reason why Spartans can't be in the same mix as anyone in this fucking league.
Shit.
All I'm saying,
y'all niggas lost.
Hey, listen. All I gotta say is this,
Alex. I had you circled on my calendar, my boy. I'm ready, bro.
Hey, I gotta say this.
Circling me on your calendar is insane.
That's all I'm gonna say,
bro.
That's nasty.
It's not that serious, bro. Like,
are we gonna see a 4-0 Jokers versus a 3-0 Spartans?
Oh, you're not.
I don't know what Spartans doing. I didn't know.
I'm just saying, if that's the case, we have that matchup.
Bro, this
see both of you guys back.
Hey, Dude's gonna be mad at me, bro. Hey, Jeremy, bro. This the same team that lost to this nigga Seppi at QB, bro. I'm not going just because they added a little light skinned nigga, bro. I fear nothing, bro. Y'all are tweaking. Like
that's crazy.
Y'all tweaking, bro.
Hey, Bombers, low key Bombers beat them twice and in playoffs.
Bombers got on their ass, bro. I'm not going, bro. You're drunk.
But he got the Bomber players now, though. He got the Bomber players. So
Joker Spartans. That game sounded
Right,
sounded
Mike?
good.
Yeah,
They're
I
gonna
think
be.
your whole team.
Hey,
I
Mike's
think
just
what
sitting
Sebi's
there
saying
looking.
is Sebi's saying is by the time that Spartans see you guys, they should be undefeated too.
Well, hey,
Hey, I said, look, I'm
Ken.
for it.
Wait, who did they play the second game? Remind me.
Venom.
Oh, Venom. Oh, you played Venom.
Wait, y'all got a double header this
No,
week?
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
if they
1 and 2.
win,
All right,
You
bet.
know
What time-
Steve is watching this and he's looking forward to because he's saying Steve has said he sticks to it that they're better than what they show. Now I agree. I
Gosh,
do.
bro.
I
Fuck
They're the
that.
same team.
When
No.
Steve
Here's the thing.
benches himself, when Steve bench himself, they are better. When that nigga bench himself, they're
Hey,
better.
look, you want to beat us? You want to beat us, Steven? I know you're on this live. Bench yourself at quarterback. I know it didn't, because you know what? You benched yourself when you played the Warriors in playoffs, and you had Padrone, and you still lost, which is crazy work. So I don't know what you need
hey,
to
it's
do.
fine. He said, bet
Like,
my car,
But
town.
they are not.
Your best fucking car. 8 out not winning.
Well,
That's kind of
yeah,
crazy.
No, low key. I don't know. Nobody wants that 05 Honda Civic, man. You got it. 400,000 miles and shit. Hey, no, but I think Venom is probably going to win that. They're athletic. They're really athletic, but their defense has a lot of holes in it, man. They run the craziest looking defense I have ever seen, and
That's gonna be a good matchup. I
Hey,
think that's gonna be a really good matchup.
And that's the defensive game of the week right
Starting
there.
Junior, you better be ready to sling that ball, bro. They flying. Like if you trying to scramble your life away, it's gonna be difficult against them. That's the only thing I'm gonna say.
No,
You better be ready to
scramble all
your
day.
life
They don't-
away.
Listen, they don't
That's a
have
good
enough
one.
athletes to rush fast dudes at you. That's the problem. Venom, they have like 6 athletes, and all of them play in the second level of their defense.
Shit,
And then-
that boy Nigel is a crackhead.
Oh,
that
he's
motherfucker
fast,
everywhere.
man. Yeah, they're gonna
Mark,
sit
I'm
him in
just
the
gonna
middle,
take
and they're gonna
the-
have him
the
chase
win,
you around
bro.
all day. But ultimately, I mean, I don't know, man.
Is that the dude that was running around everywhere? Yeah, he's good.
Steve needs to bench himself, man. Like, what would you do for your team? If you know you're not the better option, you should bench yourself. Like
He do be benching himself. It just be too late.
Yeah, he benches himself after like 46 incompletions, 2 picks, 4 times complaining to the ref that we're complaining about his flag. We never once complained about his flag, like ever. Like he's like, bro,
It's gonna change, Steve. That's
Wow,
all I
how
gotta
did this?
say, bro.
How did this just become into like a whole hostile attack?
You motherfucker, you started
Yeah,
this.
All
you-
I said, hey man,
Motherfucker,
all
you
I
over here
said,
hyping this
all
shit.
I said is
trying to-
that. But then you
You
guys
stirring
went
that
after
pot,
good
dog.
attacks.
You acting like
I
the
talk
damn
about
nigga,
football.
what they be
Well,
doing.
you
They
talk
box
about-
with
Hey, I
the
thought they were 2-0 at least. You were like,
Hey,
I guess
No, we've had a break since week 1.
All
We are
I
2-0.
said was they
We
go
are
3-0.
2-0.
you're 2-0 right now.
We're 1-0,
Yeah.
Mike.
Oh,
Nah,
Goose
I know,
talking in
but
it.
we
He's
2-0.
speaking. I feel you.
Oh,
hey, bro,
We
bro's
2-0.
counting bye weeks as a win.
Oh, okay. All right. Good
Them
point.
my
Okay.
kids over there. Them immortals. Them my babies. Them
My kids is crazy. Hey,
That
how
baby
you try
food.
how you trying to bully the new blood, bro?
Hey,
Chill.
cuz, man. I'm not trying to bully them. Tyler knows.
Chill. Tyler getting right, man.
Hey, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna lie though. I'll give you $50 if you beat Venom though. Like dead ass. I will give y'all 50. Like
Paying a
Like,
nigga for a dub.
hey,
That's
bring the
crazy.
best game you got.
I
got
don't
$50.
want your money, Alex.
All right, well, I know the other guy needs
I'm just
it,
gonna
man.
take the
I know
dub,
he
bro.
needs it because he's over here circling me on his calendar. He needs a couple bucks. I got you, bro. $50 in your name. I will PayPal it, Zelle it, Venmo, whatever you need.
Hey, you better
I'll
take
take
that
it though.
shit.
That's a free McChicken. I'll take it.
Yeah, you got it, bro. Hey,
Be on live. You gotta hold on to that, Alex. Hey.
dude, man, come on, man.
Next week they
Hey,
win.
and you know Ricky's gonna
You come
clip
right
that.
back on here. We'll make sure you get your 50. If you don't,
I will.
get it.
I swear I will. I will. But yeah,
At the end of the day, bro, if the Spartans do what we have to do, there's not a reason we shouldn't be 3-0.
what do you have to do?
I mean, it
You're
all
taking
starts and
them
finishes with
dubs.
me. Our defense is going to lock down both teams next week. It's only our offense that has to get going. So regardless, I mean, it is what it is. I trust in our defense to get stops for us
Venom
to
says
put points
they
on the board.
average at 25 against y'all.
When we see y'all,
25.
we'll be 3-0. That's all I'm
I
gonna
think
say.
A-Town's definitely better though than they were last year.
100%.
Y'all just
Like-
better stop sleeping on us. That's all I'm gonna say.
Like I'm gonna sleep on y'all, but like I'm talking about Venom.
Alex,
like,
bro.
they can't
Alex,
sleep on you,
calm
but
down, bro. Calm
we
down.
can't. Dude, there's
Please.
no way you're gonna do.
Please,
All right,
Alex, just
if
calm
you
down,
think,
bro.
Gooch, if you think you're gonna beat us because you played us on an indoor 35-yard wide field,
It doesn't, bro. It doesn't even matter about all that, bro. I know your game. I played with you on the Warriors together, bro. I know how you.
you don't
play,
know
bro.
my. Okay, I'm not even.
You
gonna
on
do
our
that.
ass, Gooch? You about to
I'm
do
on your
that
ass.
to us, bro?
All right,
That's
man.
all I'm gonna
Yeah,
say.
hey, listen. All
All
I'm
right,
gonna say
hey,
is,
we
man,
good. We good,
Hey,
A-Dub. Hey, A-Dub, we good. Hey, A-Dub, we good, bro. We good, bro. We're good, bro. It's okay. We're good, bro. They got a new face to the franchise. Motherfuckers got a little Justin Fields up in there bit. They new. They got a new face. He's speaking for the fucking A-Town Spartans and shit. That's his team now, nigga. Fuck you talking about? Hell yeah. I love to see it, Gooch. New ownership. That motherfucker, boy, that Ryan Pace up in there, motherfucker, that pulled up in there bit, boy. He running the squad. Let's get it.
Who is this guy in the chat? You're gonna eat your words. Who is Ty T? Who is this dude, bro? Bro, oh my God, never mind, bro. I just bro got Goku as his profile picture. Get the fuck off my shit, man. Oh my goodness,
bro. I mean, Ricky has Woody.
Oh my, yeah, that makes sense. Come on, bro. What's next? What's the next game, man? I can't keep talking about A-Town, man. What's next?
I mean, that's it. That's the games for the
all
week.
The games, man.
I mean, that's how we were ending it.
Why are you
ending it nice? Man? I like this. I like the back and forth. Keeps it going. Y'all gonna be on next week,
bro.
Yeah. Hey, I think what everyone's gonna be wondering is, what the outcome is and the scores after Sunday, because for a fact they're gonna be saying some shit if it didn't happen.
Hey, don't let Immortals beat you now. Do not let them beat you. I'll be the first one trolling y'all.
Wait, did y'all not already play Immortals?
We did. We won 6-0.
If y'all think they're
wait, you only won 6-0 against them?
But they dominated that game though. I won't lie to you.
Hold on. But they talking about championship contenders and they beat
No. See, here's what y'all don't get. All right, here's what y'all don't get. We've been practicing all winter. We've had 12 kids.
You won 6-0.
We had 12 kids. And for some reason, my entire offense is everyone else that hasn't been at practice. So mind you, we've put in plays. We've put in certain formations and everything like that. And the kids who were on the field were the kids who didn't know what the fuck they were doing.
Hey, why you calling them kids?
Yeah,
man?
how old are these
man, bro? Hey, why you talking about them like that, dog?
Because I'm old enough to call kids. We got most of you who just graduated.
They call you dad. Daddy Dreadhead? Yeah.
Daddy Dreadhead, crazy.
That's crazy.
You don't even.
We found a new rivalry.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie though. Hey, Justin said practicing all winter with kids is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You got it, bro. Hey, all I'm gonna say,
I'm rooting for y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm rooting for y'all.
Look, if you practiced all winter and then you got people starting over the people that showed up to practice all winter, that's a coaching problem. That's an organizational problem. That's on you. Like if you had 12 people, you only need 8 people to play offense and defense. You and Gooch are 2 people, so that leaves 6 people left. So 6 people had to have showed up and know them plays, and you decided to change them for more athletes. That's what people do, man, and that's why you only won 6-0. We don't do that, you see. We play very, very organized football, and it's gonna be fun playing against you guys, man. Like I got fast linemen that are gonna catch you, man. We don't have just big bodies on that O line, man, or that D line. They're gonna come and hawk you down, man. And I'm not gonna have nobody beat, man.
Nobody in this. Alex, be for real, bro. Nobody in this league can knock me down. Be for real, bro. Be for real.
Hey, bro. I appreciate your enthusiasm.
Hey, you're setting yourself a target. $500 that 3 dudes on my team can beat you in a race, a 40-yard race.
It's not even about a race. What are we talking about right now? We're talking about on a football field. What are we talking about? Yeah, a person can run faster than me in a straight ass line, but a person can't out juke a juke. And then, like, what? As long as I get the first, then who cares?
Hey, you got it, man. You just better score more than six points against Immortals this time, because apparently they were able to hawk you down enough for you to only score 6 goddamn points, right?
I got all the first downs I needed running.
Hold on, you guys only scored 6 points against Immortals.
Yeah.
Jeremy bogus as hell. Hey, he fucking stirred the pot. Y'all motherfuckers been hanging around Ricky too much.
No.
Y'all motherfuckers been around Ricky too much.
Hey, I will say this. Ricky is right though. Immortals did book with him, so there's gonna be clips of Immortals Spartans.
What clip?
They gonna pay for our highlights. That's crazy.
Damn, go there you go.
I wasn't even paying attention to.
No, you know why though? You know why? It's because we booked what's that dude's name? Jones last week. or
Quan,
first
man.
week.
You don't know
Yeah,
Quan.
Quan.
You
That's
Kwani?
Quan, bro. How you don't know
I'm
Quan?
not good
Oh,
with
man.
names. Bro. I'm not good with names, bro.
Hey, you know what's gonna be
will you
crazy?
guys roster check me if
Hey,
I play
you-
for Immortals this week?
Yes.
Huh?
Will you guys
Y'all book
will you guys
y'all book
roster check
Quan
if I
for
play
us
for
too,
Immortals
bro.
this week?
Yes.
Nobody's talking to you, Seppi, man. We're talking to the players, man. You ain't
I
gonna be there.
responded. Let's go. Look.
Nah.
Look.
Nah,
Look.
Seppi, don't look down, man. Don't look down there.
Hey, Alex, you about to get cut the fuck off, dog. You know?
No, don't look down, nigga.
Look, everyone. If you haven't known yet, the Midwest Elite Showdown registration is opening up in like 13 days. We're having the biggest tournament of the summer. A lot of great vendors. We have a big season coming around this year. A lot of great competition, as you've seen tonight. Ricky, hopefully the weather holds up for we can get some
Freedom.
better clips, some sideline talking.
Stay away from my sideline, Ricky, next time, bro.
And that boy say you can't outrun me, Poppy.
Oh, for real? Hey.
So the questions, we're going to see a lot of stuff leading up to the games this weekend. If you're going to be at the field, let's see what happens. Let's see if everyone can hold their own and come back next week. And we got to get some of these guys back on to validate some stuff or re-pull up some clips to own people what they're owed. Everyone have a great night. Hope everyone stays safe with all this crazy weather. Best of luck this week.
Yeah.
Thank you everyone for popping on tonight, talking.